Where is everyone? 6:30 at night on a Saturday night. Why are they not here working?
I don't know. Why am I here working?
Oh, but no.
Good night.
No, we have to. No, you don't understand, Frank. We have to finish this.
What are you, a Frenchman? You got a mouse in your pocket?
Well, you're not. No, actually, you're not seeing this one tonight. That's going to be tomorrow. No, Monday. What you are seeing is a very rare Williams pinball, the Lucky 7. Now, this is one of the first digital games. I decided to have the lights off first, just to wow you with the colors, the dazzling beauty of this machine with LEDs. This came out in '77. They made 4,252 of them. I was in shock because this is only the second one I've ever had. I bought one of these back in 1980 and I had it on my route. Never made any money. But used. I bought it used. And this is the second one. This actually came out of a barn in upstate Pennsylvania. And we have finished it. The cabinet looks terrific. I guess I should turn on the lights. You know, they made 80 mechanical versions of this. And that's approximate according to the International Pinball website. IPDB, International Pinball Database.org. Terrific place where you can see boatloads of pictures, find out all kinds of information about all these classic games. Thank goodness they're there to help us discover and catalog a lot of this stuff, because if it wasn't, we'd miss it. This is now going to be sought after, especially after my video, right, Frank? Mm-hmm. Customer.
You already had somebody call about it today.
Yes, actually, it's unbelievable. I've had this on the list for a year and a half, and this man ordered it. And can you believe, honest to God, we just finished this afternoon. A guy called today and was interested in seeing it. I said, I'm really sorry, you can watch the video, but the game is sold. And I don't know ever I'll see another one of these again. Let's go over a few interesting. This is the System 3, the first of the Williams board system. And the first few games had something back then, and we're talking about 1980, 79, 80 when I got in it. We called it the Nightmare Programming System. Because, frankly, on the side, there were no toggle switches. There were these wretched little switches, chart 1 and chart 2. And you set them on the board. Yes, those switches actually had a function on the first 5 or 6 games. And you flip the switches a certain way, and then you hit enter, and then you hit and then load, and it would load in the settings. You'd have to set the switches a certain way to make it 5-ball, to change the replay. Oh my God, it was awful. A nightmare. They did put a nice card of instructions up here, but it doesn't tell you how to do the programming. God, it's awful. Just awful. We have to do the final wipeout in here. We got all the electronics done now. We put all new connectors here in the innerboard connectors. We burned a new ROM. We have our lithium battery here on post so the customer will be able to change it. You'll also notice that we do not use these top 2 screws, and neither should you, because Williams had a bulletin where you should only use the middle or the bottom. You only put 2 screws on the driver board on the bottom. You never put the screws in up top, because you want to have a slight gap between the edge of the board and this board, so it's not pushed all the way back. It will save you some trouble down the road. It really will. It only takes a second. And 2 screws means less trouble. We put new capacitors here in the high voltage, and also new resistors. These are high wattage resistors, heat related, because they get red hot for the 100 volts of the high voltage plus or minus, and a new capacitor here. Guess what? We didn't change the caps on the soundboard. There's a new soundboard. It's chimes. You're going to see that next. But we did not change that. Now you can see our displays are all bright. We did put a brand new glass in here on the master display, and the satellite displays were all perfect. Glass is in good shape. Stephen did some touch-up on the glass. Oh, we're not going to find that glass anywhere. Interestingly enough, All the plastics were perfect except one cracked piece that we fixed and repainted. But all the other pieces were perfect. The wheels are still in good shape. Isn't that neat? Let me show you before we start the game. I'll show you the interior. We have our 4 chime coils. Hot tip use chime coils. Gosh, Frank, I don't know if anything else did. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other Williams. Isn't that awful? I'm sure I missed one. Disco Fever had soundboard, so it was just the chime coils. Oh, but look, the original schematics we have the bolts here ready, but we haven't painted. We actually will paint the cash pan here. See, we're in the last threads. This is going out on Monday. The original schematics said that there was a stepper unit where it would make a noise. It was a noise unit, a noise maker, I think they called it. But there's no screw holes or anything here, and it's all original wiring. So we don't think it was in the machine. And we think it may have been for the mechanical version or possibly for the hot tip. Because I remember hot tip had it. It was just something that made sound as you hit points. But it has this buzzer. I haven't seen one of those. The next time they used that, it was in Jungle Lord when you tilted. I think it was Jungle Lord. Gosh, I don't remember them all. So that's the tilt. Actually, no, they used that in Jungle Lord when you missed a shot up top. But they use this in tilt, as you're going to see. Now, just like the early Williams games, I'm going to turn the lights off. There is 0 advertising on the playfield. It flashes the 1-up, whatever was left over, then the high score to date will change. And that's it. And there are 2 lights that are lit on the playfield, other than the lights that light up the wheels and such. And as you can probably notice, we have some high, super bright LEDs in several places in it to accent the beautiful colors of the playfield. And we decided to put a color changer in our credit window light. We're ready to start, but I'm going to turn the light on. I think it'll look better that way, so at least we can see what we're doing here. All right, we'll give it a start. Now, the whole point of this game is your wheel in the center. Okay, now, this is your skill shot. Now, whatever you hit will freeze it on whatever goes down. So it's moving so damn fast that this is going to be a tough one, but let's see what happens. Whatever I score. No, I didn't hit anything. So I hit something now. 30,000, okay? Now the 30,000 also turns on your spinner. Now, you see it in the center where it has the horseshoe, and the clover. Well, this guide here is also printed here. Okay, so you'll notice there's horseshoe, but there's no points for horseshoe, clover. And when I hit these different targets, I will score whatever it is. Now I got horseshoe is worth 20,000 points, and it tells you right there. And but you know what? You don't have to look at the card because it tells you here. See? So it's 20,000 for horseshoe. But look, if you get clover, it lights our extra ball. Okay, now you score that only when you get both of these targets down. You get one down, it's great, but you got to get both. When you do, there you go. You got your extra ball. So it's really nice because you don't have to look at the card, but once you're familiar with the game, you can actually pick up these different things. So once again, these will move your wheels. See, now I get double bonus. Clover 7 gives you double bonus. Notice over here it says Clover any. It's 5,000 double bonus. Clover any. Or did I say Clover any? This is 10,000 double bonus. Horseshoe 20. 777. That's our good one. 30,000 and a special. Once again, you'll be flying around the playfield. You get one down. You're hoping to get that double bonus. You hit this. You hit that. Then all of a sudden, you knock something, and you're off. But in this case, it's good. I moved it 1. It's pretty neat, huh? Lots of neat things to do on this machine, and you never would have known it. This will turn on our spinner light if it isn't already on. Either one of those will light the spinner light. And don't you love that old retro sound? You know what? A lot of people missed playing this game. Here, I think our ball is... Where did you put the ball, Frank? It's not on the playfield. It's not there. What did you think I was that dumb? How am I going to show these people a ball in action without a ball?
Guess you were never a Boy
It's
Scout
not in
because you're
there.
not prepared.
The customer's really excited about this game. Oh, there it is. Did you hear it? Not bad. That'll shock the bejesus out of you. Let me get a ball.
Is it in your mouth?
Look over here. It's coming. The nicest time warp in the country. Right there.
It's not as nice as the one at my house.
A new ball. We buy balls by the hundreds. There's my scan. Oh, you know what? We also rebuilt the flippers. We have, of course, these are new. The bats on the top, plungers, links, endostroke switch, cabinet switches. We have a boatload of time in this. See, I'm up at 10,000 now, guys. I got Clover, Clover, Diamond. Oh, that was a good hit, wasn't it? There goes my light. Now, I need the center target. Now, of course, we're playing this game idle, so it is not on legs, so it's going to play a little slower. Now, see how good of a player I am? I told you it was hard. It's hard for a bad player. I think that's probably why this didn't make the money everybody thought it would. Oh, got 3 horseshoes now. What I have to do is get the 2 targets down. And I'm not going to get them down that way. Yeah.
Suck.
And you see, it's not going to leave me there, see? And when the ball comes up, it knocks the wheels. It changes my wheels a little bit. Oh gosh, nobody's gonna think I can play pinball, Frank.
All 30 people that watch the videos know you can't.
Oh, I have more than 30. Yeah, you know what?
31.
Wait a minute. We're going to hit 1 million views probably in the next month.
Yeah, but 980,000 of them are yours. Watching your own videos.
That's all I do. You don't even hit either target. What?
You and Kurt.
Oh, Kurt. Where is Kurt?
He's out doing service.
Actually, he just left service. We do service 6 days a week.
It's just wee crap. I don't see you servicing anything.
I process the phone calls. I rake in the money.
Well, you spend the money. Yeah.
Actually, the service, if you bought a game from us, is very inexpensive for the first 5 years. If you need service, it's a flat charge. It's very cheap, and I know it's cheaper than anybody.
What if you live far away? Can you call
If
in
you
and
live
get it
far
fixed?
away, well, every day of the week I fix at least one person over the phone. Today I fixed 2 because it's Saturday. Saturday we get a lot of calls from service.
You know, I needed help with my $3,000 TV. I couldn't call anybody at 8 o'clock on Saturday night to help me fix it.
Well, you could call Sony in China or Japan.
I don't
Frank?
speak Japanese.
I think now it's time to go home. Good night, and we'll see you Monday with a lot more videos.